to Use It or Lose It, where I help you keep food out of the landfill and get every penny out of your food dollar. Well, today is another one of my weird experiments with food. So recently my community had a hot dog fest, which included hot dogs and chili for hot dogs and all the fixins. People also brought side dishes, including hot sauerkraut and potato salad, coleslaw, all that kind of stuff. And I started thinking, I'm like, okay, so what can I do? And I, of course, got gifted with some leftover hot dogs and hot dog chili. I'm like, what am I going to do with that? And I had the idea of doing kind of a chili dog pie, but I decided to take that to the next level, and we're going to make a crust out of mac and cheese. So I had gotten this box of Cheeto flavored mac and cheese at a discount store. It's a month or two past its expiration, so it was definitely time to move it along. Now, what I didn't realize was that this actually yields much less than a regular box of mac and cheese, but hey, we're gonna make it work. So, to get started, I made the mac and cheese, but you have to cook the pasta about 3 minutes less than what the box recommends, because it's going to get, more cooked, and that gives it body for when you're using it as a crust. And also, to use it as a crust, you need a binder. So I have a beaten egg here that I'm going to mix into our oh-so-cheesy, Cheeto-y mac and cheese. And otherwise, I use the standard box instructions to make the mac and cheese. Milk, butter, all that good stuff. So I'm just going to mix that up. Get it all incorporated because we want that crust to set up. Now, if you go online and you look up recipes for like spaghetti pie, some recommend blind baking the crust. What that means is baking the crust empty until it forms up, and then you put the other stuff in. Other recipes just have you bake it all together at the same time. So I'm going with that method. I have my oven preheated to 350, the gold standard of, hey, whenever you don't know, just use 350. All right, so we've got that egg all mixed up in there. Because it's a smaller box of stuff, I'm using a little 8x8 pan to do this. You can also use a pie pan. That's really more the standard format, but hey. Let's get all that cheesy goodness in there. And this is going to be not just a chili dog, cheesy chili dog, but it's going to be like an everything dog, a dog walking all the way, because we're going to put, in addition, onions, cheese, a little teeny bit of sauerkraut that I had left over, mustard, and some relish. So it's got everything, that you could ever want on a hot dog. So it's a good thing I went with this 8x8 because that's just barely covering the bottom of the pan. Ordinarily, you would want it to go up the sides to hold in all that chili goodness, but we're going with what we got. All right, so now I have here, I heated up the chili and hot dogs. The hot dogs were already cooked, as was the chili, but I needed to warm it up to get it to loosen up and stuff. So that is the next layer of goodness. And please don't tell my cardiologist that I'm going to eat this. So we'll just get that spread around. We're going to do it a little bit shy of the edges, so it does have that sort of pie-like presentation. Get that evenly, and also make sure our hot dog pieces are evenly spread around. Okay, so, oh my God, it's already good. Now we're going to add our other layers. So I'm just going to put this teeny weeny little bit of sauerkraut next. It's not enough to cover, but we'll just kind of scatter it around. Not too bad, actually. It had bacon in it, so yet another flavor bonus. Okay. Now we're going to do our onions. Just kind of eyeball it. I did not cook the onions in advance because, hey, when you're having a dog, it's raw onions. So just, you know, nice little layer of that. Then some of the relish. I like dill relish personally. That's my fave. I'm just going to put a little bit of that sprinkled around. Just to make sure that we have it on all of the chili dog filling. Okay, that's pretty good. And we're going to add our mustard. Because what's a dog without mustard? If you like ketchup, feel free. I am not a ketchup on the hot dog kind of person. So just give a squirt of that all over. And now the even more cheese. Although I am going to go a little easy, just enough. Okay, so here it is, ready to go in the oven. So you can see that nice layer of mac and cheese, the chili and the hot dogs and all the other stuff. So we're going to bake this for about 15 minutes. I'll keep an eye on it. I don't want my crust to get burnt. I did grease the pan before I put all the stuff in because then it'll be easier to get out. So I'll be back in about 15 minutes or so and show you the finished product. So please stay tuned. Okay, well, it's been a little over 15 minutes. I was trying to get that crust to be a bit more crusty. It's still a bit soft, but I'm hungry, so I'm taking it out now. And it'll set up a little bit as it cools off. So let's see what our Franken chili dog kind of thing came out. And here it is. Look at all that cheesy, chili-y goodness. It smells so good. I really can't wait to try this. Might be better off serving this in a bowl. Not quite sure, but see if I can't get a spoonful that has all the little elements in it. So a little hot dog, a little chili, a little onion, a little mustard and relish. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Okay, here we go. Mmm. Mmm. So good. It would be even better with a thicker layer of mac and cheese, because that's getting a little lost since it was just a single layer of that, but all the flavors just came together perfectly. It's like a chili dog in a bowl, basically. So I'm giving this a big thumbs up for today's experiment. So once again, this is an example of how to think creatively when you have this random bunch of stuff, how you can put it together and make something completely new and different that you're going to enjoy. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!